RRSP, TFSA, FHSA, HBB, so many acronyms, so many accounts. If you're feeling confused about which one is right for you, don't worry. My name is Jeremy Kelly, and I'm a wealth advisor at IA Private Wealth. And today, we're gonna break it all down. What these accounts are, how they work, and which one to choose to achieve your goals. Imagine having an account where you can invest your money, let it grow tax-free, and get a tax break today while you're saving for the future. That's exactly what the RRSP, or the Registered Retirement Savings Plan, is. As the name suggests, it's designed to help you save for retirement. These contributions that you make are tax deductible, which means that they lower your taxable income right away. Think of it like you're getting a tax refund for saving. On top of that, the money grows tax deferred, so you don't have to pay taxes until you withdraw it, usually at your retirement when you're likely in a lower tax bracket. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people think RSPs are just for retirement, and that's a big part of why they don't invest in them, but it's not entirely true. Let's say that you're ready to buy your first home, but you need a little help with the down payment. With the Home Buyers Plan, or the HBB, you can borrow up to $60,000 from your RSP, tax-free. And the best part, you have 15 years to pay it back. No interest, no penalties, just time to get settled into your new place. And of course, there's some limits to how much you can contribute to your RSP. You can only contribute up to 18% of your previous year's annual income, with a maximum of $31,000 for 2024. And if you haven't maxed out contributions in past years, your unused contribution room will carry forward so that you can catch up whenever you're ready. Let me show you how an RSP works with an example. Let's take Sarah. She's 35 and earns $90,000 a year. She decides to put 10 grand into an RSP before the March deadline. And here's what happens next. Because RSP contributions lower your taxable income, Sarah's taxable income drops from 90K to 80K. That means she saves roughly $3,000 in taxes right away. That's money back in her pocket, or better yet, she can reinvest it. Now, let's say that Sarah's $10,000 grows on an average rate of 6% per year. By the time she's ready to retire, her contribution could be worth up to $57,000. Tax deferred, meaning she'll only have to pay taxes on this amount when she withdraws it, typically in retirement. But let's say Sarah doesn't stop there. She takes her $3,000 tax refund and she puts it into her TFSA. At the same 6% growth, that refund alone could be worth up to $17,000, completely tax-free by the time she retires. So Sarah's effectively using her RSP refund to lower her taxes, grow her money, and prepare for retirement, all while reinvesting the tax refund to get ahead even faster. Now imagine Sarah does this every year, the next 25 years. That's hundreds of thousands of dollars in tax savings and in growth. That's how you turn good habits into real wealth. In short, RSPs are not only for people who are saving for retirement, they're also great for high-income earners looking to save on taxes and for first-time home buyers. What if you're looking for flexibility instead of locking your money away for a house or until your retirement? That's where the TFSA comes in, or the tax-free savings account. Think of this one as your financial Swiss Army knife. It's flexible, tax-free, and great for almost any of your goals. Unlike the RSP, contributions aren't tax deductible, but there's a trade-off. Any growth inside the TFSA and any withdrawals are completely tax-free. That makes it perfect for short-term goals like saving for a vacation or an emergency fund, and long-term goals like your retirement. All right, now let's talk about limits. How much can you actually put in? In 2025, the limit is $7,000, but your lifetime contribution limit depends on your age. If you were 18 or older in 2009 when it first started, you might have up to $102,000 in TFSA contribution room today. And any unused room carries forward, so you're never penalized for starting late. Let's say you invest $30,000 because that was your limit, and it grows to $50,000 after a few years. You can take out the full $50,000 anytime, no taxes, no penalties, no stress. So what's the takeaway? The TFSA is truly ideal for anyone looking for tax-free savings, whether it's short-term goals or long-term goals like retirement, or even for building a rainy day fund. Whether you're saving for tomorrow or 10 years from now, the TFSA lets you grow your money your way. Now, buying a home these days, it's no secret, it's tough. Prices are high and saving for a down payment can feel overwhelming. That's exactly why the FHSA, the first home savings account, was created. It's a tax-efficient way to help first-time home buyers get into the market a little bit faster. Think of it as a hybrid between the RSP and the TFSA. It's the best of both worlds. You get the tax deductions up front, just like an RSP, and you get the tax-free withdrawals, just like a TFSA, but only if you're using it to buy your first home. So how does it work? You can contribute up to $8,000 per year, up to a lifetime maximum of $40,000. The contributions that you make are tax deductible, which means that you get a tax break now while you're saving. And if you don't max it out in 1 year, don't worry about it. Your unused contribution room will carry forward to future years as well, so you can catch up whenever you got the cash. Let's break it down with an example. Say you save $8,000 this year in your FHSA. That lowers your taxable income right away, so you could get a tax refund. Fast forward a couple of years, you find your dream home, and now you can withdraw all of the money plus any investment growth that you made completely tax-free. No penalties, no deduction. And what if your plans change? Maybe you don't end up buying a home after all. No problem. You can roll all of your money into your RSP without losing the tax benefits. So you're still saving for your future, even if your plan shifts. It'll just be for your retirement. It's flexible, it's powerful, and it's built to make home ownership a little bit more accessible. All right, so we've covered the RSP, the TFSA, the FHSA. Great tools if you're looking for some tax advantages. But what happens when you've maxed out all of those accounts? Maybe your RSP room is full, your TFSA is topped up, and you're still looking for ways to invest and grow your money. That's where the non-registered accounts comes into play. They don't get talked about as much, but they're a very powerful option for building your wealth. Think of non-registered accounts as the no limits investment option. Unlike RSPs or TFSAs, there's no contribution limit. You can invest as much as you want, whenever you want. That makes them perfect for high income earners or anyone who's already maxed out all of their registered accounts, but still has some money to save. But here's the trade-off. Unlike the other accounts, non-registered investments aren't tax sheltered. So all of the income that you generate will be taxed. There's some different types of incomes and they're all taxed differently. They're quite important to understand. Interest income is fully taxed at your marginal tax rate. So if you're earning 5% interest, it's treated as your salary income. Then you have dividends, which are taxed more favorably, especially if they're Canadian dividends, because there's something called the dividend tax credit. Capital gains, only 50% of the gain is taxable on the first $250,000 for individuals. After that threshold, for corporations, they're always taxed at 66% of the gain, but they're still the most beneficial type of income. Let's say that you invested $50,000 in stocks over a couple of years and it grew to $80,000. So you gained $30K. With capital gains, only $15,000 of that is taxable. And if you're in a 30% tax bracket, that's $4,500 in taxes, leaving you with about 75 grand after tax. Non-registered accounts are ideal for high income earners who've maxed out their RSPs and their TFSAs. For business owners looking for some more investment options, they could have a non-registered account in their corporation. And for investors who just want flexibility, because there's no age limit, there's no restrictions, and no withdrawal rules. So RSP, TFSA, FHSA, HBB, non-registered accounts, each one of them has its own strength, and the right choice depends on your goals. Are you saving for retirement, buying your first home, looking for a flexible saving strategy? The key is knowing how to use these accounts strategically, or even combining them. If this video was helpful, stay tuned for more. And if you're ready to create a personalized financial plan, hit the link in the description to book a meeting with me.